story video. Wow. How many of you know a few people that one might resonate with? Isn't that so cool? How many do we have now? There's like a perfect Blue Diamond video for every one of your prospects now. Every personality type, is there not? So cool. You know, we do one of those for every Blue Diamond. How many of you want one of those? Is that it? Really? How many of you want a Blue Diamond video? That's not a trick question. We fly them to your house. You know, they clean your house apparently too. I want one of those, Robbie. Oh, wow. You know, another thing that I'm going to talk to the current Blue Diamonds, and I'm going to talk to everybody who's going to be a Blue Diamond, which is all of you. I mean, can I be frank with you? There's no reason why you can't be on this stage as a Blue Diamond. There's no reason. I guarantee you a lot of these Blue Diamonds started way below where you are right now. I guarantee you heard their stories, and you have, you hear the stories on the video, then you hear the real story. Get with them in person. Let them tell you their real challenges and tribulations. And then take a look in the mirror and think how hard you have it. In fact, it was because of the challenges they had that they are Blue Diamonds. Is it not? So, one announcement I'm going to make, and this is something that is a newer decision, and I hope you're excited about this, but you know the Blue Diamond trip is every single year now. So if you're a Blue Diamond, every year you're invited. That's pretty cool. Every single year. Paris was cool. Who was there in Paris? Right? It's pretty awesome. How are we going to do Paris? That's tough. One of the cool things I like about this next group of incentive trips is we're changing it up. Do you like that? Yeah, we're changing it up. Outside the box. Keep it interesting. Keep it fresh. This is my gym room. This is my last time on stage today talking inside that one gym room. So we thought, what can we do to change it up, throw a little curveball? What are we going to do this year to outdo last year, or next year rather, I should say. Because this year we're going, that's in stone, we're going to Rome. That's hard to believe, that's in like 2 freaking weeks. Oh my gosh. Wow. So, are you ready for, and I got to say one other thing. You know, it is possible, I think it was done by Jenny and Gahas almost, I think, about a year. So it is feasible that one of you, and I don't know who it's going to be, can actually make that decision and come on this next Blue Diamond trip. You have to believe it. And I'm going to give you a little bit of incentive when I show you what it is. That's not going to hurt. So are you ready to hear what it is? I'm going to give you a clue. You're going to need a passport. That's pretty obvious. Hopefully you don't get seasick. That's a pretty big clue. All right, let's go ahead and throw it up there. Who's going on a Mediterranean cruise with us next year? Mediterranean cruise. Wow. Now I gotta tell you, I was fortunate enough. You know, I met my wife at a convention just like this. 15 years ago. No, because we're only married 7. We've been together for like 15. And so I met her at a convention just like this. So anybody looking for love? Might find it on the dance floor tonight. Hopefully we'll put you in the mood. But I gotta tell you, we were fortunate enough to travel so many places. You know, all the places you'll go. Because of this profession, we took just a once-in-a-lifetime honeymoon, and we got to go to the Greek islands. And I got to tell you, there is no more romantic place on the planet than the Greek islands. No place on the planet. So, who wants to come with us to the Mediterranean cruise? It's going to be just epic, epic, epic. Oh, I can't wait for that. And you know, time flies before you know it, we're going to be there. All right. One more announcement. And this is going to go where the air becomes really rarefied, much thinner. So I think Chris Medina has a head start on this one. Thanks, Darren. You get him a head start here. So we thought, you know, what are we going to do? Because you know there is a next level. You know Blue Diamond isn't the end of the road, Eugene. Brian, Sarah, on my front row, right? There is a level, there's always a level above, right? There's always the next level. That's one of the things I find so cool about life, is that, you know, no matter how good you are at anything, there's always somebody better. Isn't it? And you're going to make one of two decisions when you're faced with that. You're either going to get intimidated by it, and you're going to be diminished your self-worth, or you're going to be inspired. You have one of two decisions to make when you find somebody that does something better than you. And it's always going to happen. And even when you're on top, and you're on the top of the mountain, guess what? You're not going to be there forever. So I want you to think about that as you see all these incredibly successful, accomplished people come across this stage. You have a decision. Are you going to feel inferior, or are you going to feel empowered? Which is it going to be? That's what this is all about. So, the next level in Yoli is what? Gene? Black Diamond. Now what are we going to do for these uber, successful, top of the mountain type people? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What could we possibly do? I mean, how do you beat Paris, the Mediterranean cruise in Rome, and all these things? What do you do? I'll tell you what you do. You give them options. Let's go ahead and put those options on the table. How would you like to go to choose from an African safari? Might that be fun? What do you think? How many of you would like to go on an African safari? Is that cool? All expenses paid. We fly you there. This is for you and your significant other. All right, maybe the African safari doesn't do it for you. Maybe you want to go to Tahiti. Might that work for you? All right, maybe that won't work for you. Maybe you want to go on a Black Diamond trip to Ireland. A lot of history there. A lot of history there. And maybe if those three, option number 1, number 2, and number 3 doesn't work, maybe you want to go to the Great Opera House in Sydney, Australia. So there you have it. I thought we were going to put it on the screen. There we go. I'm usually ahead of most people. Let's go. So what do you think, Blue Diamonds? What do you think? Triple diamonds, double diamonds, diamonds, and all down? What do you think? What are you going to choose? It's up to you. Anyways, we love you. We know there's going to be a position above that because we know you're never, ever... Actually, let me rephrase it into a question. When are we going to stop transforming lives? Never! So we'll never, ever stop this. Is that exciting? All right, let's bring it on home. You guys are awesome. Thank you.